All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are you back? I hope we're back. Everything's loading. Go
Apologies
Poland.
for that. Yeah, go Poland. That's the spirit.
Chat
Man,
is already back.
so it is currently 10-2 to ATH Esports. Comenius, they managed to grab that round that we lost you all on, but ATH, they have been looking strong ever since.
Sorry. Yeah. We're very, very sorry, everybody. There was a bit of a PC crash, and like the streaming PC crashed, and at the same time, in a fit of irony, both Evan and my internet died out simultaneously. So I think it was just a Discord thing that completely made our computers commit Sudoku.
Yeah, I mean, Discord and chaos is what we were left with in the end, so it's fitting.
Yeah, very, very, very. Our deepest, sincerest apologies. Thank you all for waiting with us and being here. We come back. So yeah, it seems like we're gonna have to go to. We'll be back in 30 seconds to the game. We're still on the first map, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yep, 11-2 currently.
But ATH, in the lead, very,
Yep.
very, very, very strong.
Yeah, they're looking pretty solid. I mean, from even what we saw there, that just that calculated aggression, taking those fights that were just confidence, coming out on top, really does put a bit of a spanner in the works for a Comenius side. Even if I believe this was Comenius's map pick.
Yes, it was. I think yes. Yeah, ATH picked Nuke.
Yeah, so I mean, you'd expect Comenius to be doing a little bit better on this. Unfortunately, I believe I misread the score there. It's actually 10-2, not 11-2. Excusez-moi. This is a 2v2 though. Speaking of twos, and with 32 seconds left on the clock, this bomb can go down. But look at this flank from frontsider. Oh, he's just so disciplined. He's just waiting. He's going to creep right up.
He's lining them up. Beautiful. Jinx. I gotcha. I mean, okay, they've clearly been showing their dominance so far. Sorry, just gonna have to recenter everything, refocus. We have another. Well, they're gonna have to force it. It's round 14. So this is a force buy right here because if they lose this, they're not gonna have anything for the next round. Okay, SM King right out the door gets out Strauss. SM King taking another. Frontsider though. Like an absolute madman. Takes out Femi. That's 2-3 for SMK, but he's shut down by Swonko. Takes out another. It's back to 2v2 Zyro Red versus Swonko and Frontsider against Roid Rage Dog.
Yeah, all of SM King's hard work swept away by a 1 over aggression and a nice little 2k.
Through the smoke. Oh, he won't see him. Swonko, crouching spear, is going to spot out Zyro Red around the corner. Just going to barely see the head of Roid Rage Dog.
Oh my goodness.
Unable to get it though. Swonko popping off.
Yeah, it's a 4k for him in that round. 3 consecutive headshots in those last 3 bullets of the round. Swonko gets dinked and then double dinks his opponent. But that's a 12th round for ATH. That was a chance for Comenius. They had that early 3-man advantage, 2-man advantage at least, and then I think SM King got another one then before dying. But that's a bit of a punch in the face. They do have I'll call it a buy. It's 5 AKs. You know, we'll be nice and we'll call it a buy. They don't have any utils.
4 AKs and a Galil.
Oh yeah, actually well spotted in see the Galil. So yeah, it's something to work with. But it's the last round of the first half. This is what they need to muster up, and they really need a round right now. Sure, Vertigo is CT sided. I don't think it's this CT sided though. Front sider, good for 1 before being traded out.
Ooh, we saw that boost up. So SMK, he's up already. Strauss he's taking this angle. He might catch them out all here. They're not looking the right direction.
Flash. Such a good flash for his teammates to get that swing. He finds 1, but Spexy, he's found the 2nd of the round. Peter, it's a triple spray down. 1, 2, 3, teaching us how to count A, B, C. That's a 13-2 half. Look at that.
Great spray transfer right there.
The little bit of movement in between the 1st and 2nd kill as well, just to throw off the pre-fire and the trade. Really good mechanical stuff.
Incredibly well played by Petro. Peter, sorry, not Petoro.
Yeah, I
Peter.
keep reading it like that as well.
There's too many O's at the end of that name, damn it.
Peter-o, Peter-oo, Peter.
Peter. Say Pete's. Okay. We're going
SM
ahead
King.
into the
Look at that.
second round here. Dualbretto's come back out again.
The thing though, he's found one back the USB. Oh, Spam is not quite there. Pemi finds one before Frontsider trades it out. A man advantage to ATH as this bomb will be going down. Peter, he's not done yet. He's found two more. It's just SM King with the dual Berettas, and Suoko takes him down. That's a 14th round for ATH. This is a little bit of a speed run.
Let's press tab here real quick to take a look at the rounds in a row. That is a lot. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes? Am I counting that right? 7.
Yeah, 7 in a row. Yeah,
Void Rage Dog is the name that we don't recognize here.
Yeah, he's a substitute for the Comenius side of things, as unfortunately there was a little bit of FACEIT shenanigans in someone's matchmaking games, but you know, it happens.
MP9 popping off. Oh, Swoko through the smoke, able to triangulate the bullet spray, takes out SM King. Revenge kill for taking out Frontsider. They're going to transfer over here to the B site up the stairs. It is currently defended by Spexy, who's looking at the wall. The wrong one. While he goes out, Swoko gets the plant down. And it's up to a retake now. But I think with these superior weapons, it's very easy for... Okay! Spexy goes down. Strauss will be next to take out 2. So the King takes a Zyred and wow, that was just very, very clean.
Yeah, nobody dropped on that retake, and that's match point for ATH, looking to steal their opponent's map pick. And the next map is a map, well, obviously neither team have played before, but ATH, I guess they've done some sort of prep for it, since they're the ones that picked it. This is not looking good for Comenius. They could be going out here in the semifinals unless they can really bring something together here. It's unfortunate that has to happen the way that it is with the substitute and all that, but at the end of the day, it's what you bring to the server that matters, and so far ATH, they've just brought a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, and it isn't as if Void Rage Dog is a bad player. I think he's also pretty high elo, but just fairly high player. But the teamwork coming out from ATH, they're just able to overcome it, and I suppose it's down to that communication thing we talked about, especially on a map like this, where communication is so important.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those team-centric maps where it's very, very important. And what is that from Pemi? He just takes a wild swing Frontsider, punishes him for it. The man advantage swept away. We're back into the 3 versus 3. Zyred, he finds one. He finds the second through the smoke. Zoka does get one back. Or Zoka King. But still a man advantage to the CT side. Make it 2 as Zyred finds another one. And Spexy
popping off with these Eagles. Okay,
yeah,
surprisingly,
getting the numbers done.
They're able to hold it back just barely on the skin of their teeth, surviving with that Deagle. They're able to get a pretty decent buy here now.
Yeah, it's really jump-started their economy, but they need 12 consecutive rounds back to back to back.
Don't even worry about it.
Overtime. They, you know, I believe they've got this. They've got this.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, maybe they're just making up. ATH is just making up for the fact that we had to delay the games for a bit. So like, okay, we're just gonna finish this one real quick.
Yeah, get us back on schedule.
It is a trade here. Petoro takes out Spexy, who took out Frontsider.
Oh,
Strauss, sorry.
Look at the wrist. That's an AK reclaimed for ATH as well from that Mac 10 kill from Peter. Looks like Strauss isn't even done yet. He finds another one.
No!
Void Rage Dog to be scratching his head at that one. It's just SM King left alone in the 1v4 to try and save his team from the brink of going 1-0 down in the semi-finals. And he's been spotted out. He's found one though. 3 left.
Strauss's reign of terror is done.
It is. Oh, and there it is. Looks like Comenius's map pick is also done. as ATH close it out 16-3. Look at these shots. That first one was beautiful enough, but then the flick on the second and the confidence to take the repeat for the third. Beautiful gameplay. Yeah, 16-3. That is not the scoreline we expected. I thought this would be neck and neck, but I guess this last minute substitute has just shaken Comenius' structure to the core.
Yeah, they don't have that reliability. Perhaps they haven't trained with this player in particular a lot, so they don't know the right call out. They don't know how. It could be a whole bunch of things we don't know, but what we do know is that ATH has taken a significant lead right now. They are
Yeah.
looking unshaken. Maybe they're just tired. I don't know.
And the thing is, we're moving over to their map pick right now, Nuke. A map that we assume, or at
Map
least,
pick.
yeah, a map that
Theirs.
from what we can see, nobody has played yet. But we assume that the Polish side of ATH have been prepping behind the scenes as a little bit of a surprise play for Comenius. It's
Yeah.
going to be a tough one for them. They really got to keep their stuff together here and hope for the best.
And we don't know what we're gonna see. I think it'll just be a lot of cookie cutter plays and
Yeah.
a whole lot of sticking onto a site and just
Yeah, ramp can be a favorite for teams to fall back on as well, I feel, which to be fair could also lead to an AJ to heaven.
mm,
But yeah, it's going to be falling back onto what they're comfortable doing, and if you haven't played it too much as a team, it's probably not a lot you're comfortable doing outside of
yeah,
just
true.
on the fly calls.
I think that's completely devastated. I don't know. Did ATH know that that Comenius was dealing with a sub
Not before time,
last
because
minute
it
before
was
the
the
vetoes or after
toxic
the
thing.
vetoes? After, okay, because I was thinking in my head, maybe if you know that your team's a bit disorganized, you pick Nuke, which is a heavy team play map. Just for the
Hmm.
sake of our team play, our communication is better than yours. We're going to see how far we can stretch this lead. That's what's going through my head. Maybe it does come down to the hidden pick that we're the hidden practice that we don't know about, but we're assuming. But that would have been pretty interesting.
Yeah, whatever the outcome may be, if ATH are to close out this second map and take it 2-0, I bet whoever wins this Russia versus Turkey game later on is going to be sweating a little bit. They're uh, looking unpredictable in the map veto, and
Mm.
that's going to be a huge problem to practice for and to prepare for in the finals.
Exactly, especially the ways the teams are playing. So let's say ATH win this. Well, then you're just facing an opponent who absolutely stomped. If
Hmm.
Comenius wins this, you're facing an opponent who got stomped in the first round and completely pushed it back.
Yeah, you're
And both of
facing
those aren't good things to face.
yeah, you're facing against a team that has an insane mental fortitude either way. So, I mean, regardless of the second match looking like the more stacked up match, I think completely outside of the fact we're going to have a banger finals next week. As I believe this is so yes, this is ATH's map pick. They've
Yeah.
obviously done some kind of pick. Like I know we can hype it up and say that they're an in the moment crazy IGL call. They have to have done some sort of preparation for this. There's no way they don't pick it without practice some
They've
sort of
been using
strategy.
back alley servers.
Yeah, exactly. They've been hiding
Not the
out.
face it stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably exactly what it was. To be honest, they've been scrimming somewhere else. Uh, I am excited to see what exactly they have in store for us. It's a real shaker upper for the Comedian side. I don't know
Mm.
if they would have expected this at all, to be honest.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I mean, we both said that Nuke was probably going to be banned, or at least a general's agreement. Except, I mean, at the end, I was like, I want to see Nuke.
yeah, yeah.
But now we're going to see it. We're going to see how these teams have prepared for it. Maybe it's going to show some glaring issues with clearly they need to practice it because it is popular among other teams, the Nuke pick. So, I mean, for that part, it's probably going to be banned. I don't know. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Knife round should be soon.
Yeah, it'll be the side choice for Comenius at least, so they'll have a chance to start on the CT side of Nuke and maybe get the ball rolling early on because they're really going to need those early rounds. They're going to need to maximize the gain from the pistol round,
Hmm.
win the conversion and take it to the buy round, or else they're going to be in some seriously troubled waters.
Nanook is a CT favorite map, I do believe.
Very much so, yeah.
So probably Comenius is going to be taking care of the CT side first, I'd imagine.
Yeah, if you were Comenius, you'd probably be looking for 10 rounds on your CT side realistically. It's very, very CT sided. 11 also not out of the question. 11's probably what they'd be aiming for. But 10,
I mean,
I think it's
ideally, you're aiming
realistic
for 15
expectation.
rounds.
True. Yeah. But they won't let their they're not going to be what's the term I'm looking for? Diminishing returns of levels of upsetness if they get 11 rather than 15. You know what I mean?
That's a term.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, lowering their expectations, more to say.
Yeah.
But they do need to pull it together. Based on what happened last round, it doesn't seem like they're doing too bad. Exactly, they just got a bit outclassed there in the end. But in about 2 minutes, we'll see how they're able to deal with this new pick.
Yeah, the thing is as well, this is obviously being the pick of ATH. If they were to lose this map, that would probably rattle them a little bit after such a dominant victory on the first map. And we've seen maps be traded before, granted not in such a dominant fashion, but it's not out of the question. We could very well see an overpass come out. It's just a matter of whether or not Comenius can pull themselves up and, brush off the dirt and take it forward, put the best foot in front of the other.
Yeah, but surely they practice nuke.
Sure, yeah.
Surely, I mean, I don't know why else they'd pick this. They have to have some hidden magic trick up their sleeve.
Yeah, I think it is safe to say they definitely do. It's a question for us to ask the players in the interviews after, anyway. Because I personally am amazed that it did come out. It has been both sides instaban. Neither of them have played it at all. So if ever we were to put money on a map being banned, it would have been this in this series.
Exactly, but I guess full of surprises they are, and we should be going over to the pistol round rather soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
so CT side pistols are a little bit interesting on Nuke. Obviously, it's a fairly short rotate for them. So sometimes you'll see teams not take out the diffuse kit. It's a bit of a risky play, but you can make it work just given quicker rotations and being in positions to rotate faster, staying near those vents, keeping ramp control and outside if need be. So we'll keep an eye out for some interesting little tidbits like that.
Yeah, just I guess keep more money for utility there.
Yeah, exactly. Or armor as those Glocks, and if the Tech 9s get bought up as well, they will tear through your shieldless little bodies.
Yeah, I mean they need to be able to push this lead forward as far as possible. First, typically if you win the first round, you win the first 3 about. Just with how money works.
Oh. Look at this, getting on into the action. We do see the kit come out on Roid Rage Dog. He's got a smoke to subsidize it as well, but SM King is the interesting factor here. He takes out the dual Berettas again. We saw him do it in the last game, and we saw something on ATH do it first. It's going to be the ramp push from Comenius. They find 1 for their troubles, but punished for 2 back.
Red.
Oh, he's found 2. Beautiful shots from him. Make it 3 as he takes down Zocta King as well. Can he get this ace? Actually, he is on for the ace. It's just Suno left. He manages to find it. Comenius. They pick up that first round.
Red, what a maniac. Able to get 2 incredible kills, just popping them once in the head. Look at this. He does a jump, follows him, gets a shot. Doesn't get a shot off there. But just keeps capping them one after the other. 5 kills. That's a pistol round all headshot ace.
Yeah, holding down that ramp. Ramp is closed today, he says, as ATH. That's not a good start for them. It's what Comenius need. It might be the play they need to kind of build themselves back into the series, get the blood pumping, get the momentum going early on. It's going to be the eco from the ATH side. They've got just some Desert Eagles coming out here and there to try and find a killer too. That push from Peter. Oh, Spexy's not expecting it. SM King does trade it out, but that's still a gap in their defenses. The secret push coming through as well as Zyro Red. You just finds 2 as easy as you like.
Yeah, they have the timing under control. They have the weapon advantage here. Surprise twist. Was it Comenius practicing the whole time?
Yeah, maybe it's just Zyra Red practices it in his FACEIT games, because right now it is the Zyra Red show. He's got 7 kills in the this game in total so far. That's a nice pick on ramp. He's got the bomb as well. No armor, but an MP9 and a deagle is something to work with. If he could get a bomb plant here, it would enable ATH to get a buy next round.
Very much so. It seems like he's going the very, very long way around, trying to catch the CTs in the back. Comenius. I don't know if he's ready for SMK there. In the corner, okay, he gets spot out through the door hole. Heavy takes out Strash in the end. You see here a nice replay here. Zyra just taking out 2 very, very quickly.
Lovely crouch peek onto Roid Rage Dog there and ramp. But it is going to be the buy from ATH. It's a little bit more of a tight one. They're lacking a tiny bit of utility here and there, but they do get the 5 AKs, the full armor, and all the rest of it. Comenius will be going for a little bit of a bonus. They've got 2 FAMASs, but the M4s will be their main source of firing power, as it looks like ATH want to take this down quick. Ramp, no smoke for the Molotov coming out from Zoc, but he finds the entry anyway. Roid Rage getting dropped this down to the rotate on Hemi to try and get one back. He does actually trade it out onto Zoc, but a 4 versus 4's ramp control has been established from ATH, and they send it down to B.
But you see that incredible play there by I think that's Zoc the King. He runs over the molly and then throws the smoke to delay the sound cue. The smoke's going off, right? So the second the smoke goes off, you know that they're about to go through. The smoke goes off just as he turned the corner, so the sound cues are off. It's really, really smart play there. Crouch here. 1 for 1 trade. Spexy is down. Bomb is down on B. Let's see Suokono do something here. He's in the smoke, takes out 2. Oh no, he's unable to take out SM King. Okay, just barely in the end, able to take out SM King there. A bit of a spray issue there, but no problem. Bomb does go down on the B side, and ATH takes it back.
Yeah, that's an important round for them to win, but that's rough scenes for Comenius. They would have liked to take that round. They're a little bit tight on cash now because some of those rounds got a little bit too close. The Deagle shenanigans from Swanco maybe forcing their money down just a little bit too much. They're going to have to eco. It's going to be Deagles and a P250. Let's see if they do some sort of a rush play to maybe try and grab a weapon or 2. They're going to be stacking ramp with at least 3 players here. Looks like 1 towards outside and 1 sitting on A. ATH, though, they're not biting this bait. They're just playing their default. They're playing their game, waiting out, and trying to figure out what exactly the plan is here for Comenius. Look at Frontsider's position. Oh, he's all the way down on B already. I don't even know if Comenius are aware of this.
Well, they're about to find out. As bullets go flying. Roid Rage and Pemi go down there. I'm going to stop him. And he's left on 8 HP, just barely. Sorry, 8? Did I say 8? I mean 2.
Yeah. So, he gets away with his life. However, the same cannot be said for Zoc or Peteroo. Frontsider is there to trade it out, but that's good damage done from Comenius regardless. It's just Spexy with the P250 left. He's on the wrong site most likely here. As I would imagine ATH take this towards A where they've got more control. They actually have to reclaim the bomb, so do you know what? I take it back. They could end up in either places. And Spexy's going to be playing the mind game. He's going to be staying near the vents. That's a smart decision from him here, as it'll be a fast rotate if he does choose the wrong site. Oh, if they come squeaky right now, there's no way Frontsider's going to hard clear this position. Not before Spexy takes the swing. And he's just to drop 1, but it is going to be the trade. And 2 players surviving for ATH. Not too bad, but Comenius, that's a really good round for them, despite not getting it in the end.
Yeah, not bad at all. Now two on the round scorers. And we head to round 5. Everything is ready for a full buy on both teams. Everyone is decked out and ready to fight, except for Pemi, who doesn't have anything. Yeah, he probably bought a bunch of equipment and threw it over to his teammates. Spexy.
Oh, that's
using the vents. So we're going to quickly check the Zyred, and that's really important there for ATH. Zyred, incredible with those headshots that he's able to get out of nowhere. He brings a lot of value to the team, and so taking it out this early is really important. Swokono, ooh, he spots him up there.
Such a hard angle to fight. I'd say maybe once every 100 games you see a player fight up there. That's 2 huge kills for ATH though, and now we start to see Comenius in a little bit of trouble. SM King and Spexy try and clutch this one out. A 2 versus 4. They don't have bomb. They've nothing really to work with. They've got lobby control and A control, but the bomb is down on B, and they're split up as well. This could be a save round from them. I would not be surprised, as it does look like that is going to be the case.
But they're not safe whatsoever. Spexy slowly backing away, but he might back away into some doom. That's outside. Ooh, SM King. So cool. Nade up. He's surrounded. Gets the headshot. Okay, well, Spexy goes down. SM King's able to get the return kill, but that's still one barely. Oh, okay. I was going to say they're able to get one, but barely survive. And no, they don't barely survive.
Yeah, a little bit like ants. ATH were all over him, and they've got that round lead now. On the T side of Nuke, this is really rough for Comenius. They're on an eco as well. This is likely going to be all 4 of ATH's T-side rounds. Their goal before really we've entered the game. A little bit unfortunate, but I mean, they're looking so solid right now, and they're adapting really well to like those man disadvantaged situations that they're finding themselves in, especially against these pistols. As I say it, Zyred Swanku. Unsider does trade it out, but only a 1-man advantage. And look at this angle from SM King. He finds one onto Zoc. It's a 3 versus 3.
He's not going to continue pushing there, Patoro. He's going to yank around his comrade and takes out one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Another. We're down to Roid Rage Dog to sub. What can he do in this scenario, in these trying times? Well, he's currently on A site. Heading up heaven. Probably... Okay, is he just... Are they not on comms to the team? Because the last time they saw the enemy, they were going on secret. Right?
Yeah, I think he's maybe hoping to catch off a lurking player or find one of those dropped weapons, I guess. But
well, he's going to find himself a face full of bullets. Strauss happily feeds him.
Yeah, it's not a bad eco by any stretch of the word. 2 kills is kind of what you'd expect if you upgrade your pistols a little bit. Neither side going to be too upset. It does mean that there is going to be a buy coming out from the Comenius side here. ATH, they don't have to invest too much to rebuy those fallen weapons, and they've got some money reserved also. Yeah, Spexy taking out the op. We've seen him play outside a little bit. Let's see where he takes this one, as there's quite a few areas that can be quite viable. Looks like he will be looking towards silo with it, so nothing too unusual.
Heavy's going to play a bit aggressively until he doesn't. He literally stops walking a millimeter in front of Petro. That's right. Petro, oh my god.
Peteroo. Nice trade, though. They get a man advantage. Oh, but Spexy outside. He's got that tight pixel angle. Looking in towards Squeaky. Does manage to make it the 3 versus 3. This is anyone's round right now. Map control not really favoring anyone. There's a gap in the A site defense, but question is whether or not Comenius are going to.
Will he find his time to shine? Yes, Kazawatt's trash. Does he get another? I don't think he's expecting another teammate, or he's just being very careful around the ramp. The Molly does come out, so he's alerting his teammate that B site is currently being pushed. Zoc has the bomb, so it will go down here right underneath this, I guess that's a catwalk?
Yeah. As a retake does come in, there was a nice flank coming in from Zero Red there, but unfortunately, not going to come into fruition. Yeah, he is. A little bit sus. Oh, it's a close range encounter against the op. This is going to favor Swinko every day of the week. Gets it, makes it into 2 versus 2. Zoc finds another one. It's all down to Zyred. He had a nice flank going, but the swing from Swinko is going to happen, and it's a 5th round for ATH. That was a 2 versus 4, I believe. No, 2 versus 3. And they managed to come out on top.
Very unlucky.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate for the Comenius side, but ATH, that's 5 already, and we're just entering round number 8 on the T side of Nuke.
Like, I don't know what Zyred was thinking there. He clearly didn't have a deagle, so he wasn't going to win. This guy, he needs a deagle. He's been popping off every single pistol every time he's used a pistol. It's just been insane. So,
speaking of pistols,
Spexy. Can't afford no problem. Takes out 2. We'll get shut down by frontsider though. SM King.
Oh, jeez.
Right back at you. See, guys, just use the deagle. It's that easy.
They're so dangerous with it right now, and that's a 2v4 now for ATH. They just won a 2v3.
He's the gun.
Oh, SM King, he makes it another one. It's all down to Zoc. He's going to find one, but that's 3 players surviving
What the heck?
for Comenius. This is exactly the kind of round they need to get themselves right back into this. Look at the second shot. Oh, just the swing, the
No
perfect
hesitation.
AG. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, it seems the issue was they weren't grouped up whatsoever. So
Yeah, true.
they got picked off one by one until none were left. Syra picking up 1 headshot, SM King 2, and Spexy 2 as well. He has the op again.
Do a first aid kit to the economy of Comenius. Oh, but the outside push is spotted. That's a rough one. The flash just barely missing the mark. I think it was a self flash as well. The op outside. Oh, 9 hit points on Spexy. He does get away with his life, but Swunku, he is not done just yet. He's still looking for more. And this is all in control of ATH. That being said, wait, how is Frontsider ended up here? And he's found 2 for his troubles as well. Things are crumbling for the Comenius side. This round is just absolute chaos, but Spexy, he's still alive. He's still kicking, at least until Swunko finally finishes off his prey from earlier in the round. It's all down to Rage Dog. A 1v3.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit hard. Not like the other 1v3, where he could have had a chance to pick up a weapon outside and saved, but he's kind of forced to fight this.
Yeah.
He's surrounded on all sides. It's not like he's inside the building, like, pretty deep, so exiting isn't that easy. Although he does hear the bomb plant go down onto A, so perhaps he's looking for an exit frag.
Comenius will have enough to go for a full buy if he does save this AK, so I think he will try his utmost to do so. They should be able to get 5 rifles next round. ATH with 3 players surviving, that's pretty good. They suffered a pretty heavy economic loss last round. That's going to recuperate most of it as also a 6th round on the board. They're nearing a halftime victory on their T side of Nuke. Comenius, they're going to want to start getting some rounds on the board. They have 3, but realistically, I said it in the pregame, they got to be looking at the very least 9 on their CT side.
All right. That is another round taken. And will we see the full buy? They definitely have the cash for it. Spexy, I don't think he's going to go for the op again. It hasn't been providing a lot of value. Just been useful in one single round here.
Yeah, such a hefty investment as well. He could get dropped one over. There's a time I called, probably as they assess their options and, try to figure out what's going wrong. Yeah, they have a buy here. They want to maximize their chances of, taking everything they can into this round to take it and get a 4th one on the board. But, I mean, they're running out of time to do so. As ATH, they creep ever closer towards that halftime lead. As Comenius do start to invest into it. Let's see now, will the off come out? I imagine if there is going to be one, it's going to be Zero Red dropping it over to Pemi or Spexy maybe, but yeah, to buy it up as another timeout is called.
2 in a row? Yikes.
Maybe it's a tech issue, I'm not sure.
No, there is no. If it was a technical timeout, we would have the timer gets frozen.
Ah, I see.
Instead, it's ticking down because because technical timeout lasts as long as it needs to for the problem to be fixed. Instead of a. Oh, okay. So after this. Okay, so we're about to head to a technical timeout. Was this 3 tactical timeouts in a row?
Yeah, so what I suspect happened is a lot of teams, when they call a timeout, they'll just do it the default way. And I think on FACEIT, it counts that as a tactical one. So they may be meant to do a technical. And the tactical was what was called, unfortunately.
They've made the same mistake 3 times in a row. I guess they're just doing this because they need to reset mental.
Maybe.
Internet issues.
Oh, relatable. I've got that good old Irish net.
Okay. Now, no timeouts being called. No, this is another technical. What?
They're really using up everything they've got here. Not just money-wise, but mechanically on the config as well. Look at the scoreboard real quick, actually. just why I've spotted it. Swanko, 14 kills, leaps some bounds ahead of the rest of his team, almost doubling the next person's kills. And
Yeah, I mean, he
same
popped
can
off.
reasonably be said for Zyret over on the flip side of things.
Oh, sorry, pardon me. A whole 5 points ahead. On no, 7 ahead. No, 6 ahead. 6 ahead for Swanko, and then 5 ahead for Zyred. Yeah, I mean, they've been carrying their team. So I want to give them a massage after this.
Exactly. Ease the shoulders from all the heavy lifting that they have been doing.
Zyred is going to need a bit more than just a massage because his back is crumbling under this weight.
Yeah, the ace in there as well for him. So 6 rounds since the pistol, or 6 kills, excuse me, since that pistol. Definitely overheating a little bit, maybe, but definitely still some signs of life. As I believe that is no. I thought the timeout was maybe finished.
That's the timeout.
I guess not. That is the timeout I think they meant to call.
If the clock is frozen, then that's the timeout, and as a result, we have lost 100 viewers. 2 minutes of consecutive timeout. I love it. All right, everyone in chat, we're going to be back. Well, we're not going to a break. It's just the pause is going to be done in about a minute. In the meantime, get a quick drink of water while they fix their internet. Yeah, very, very important. Remember, share this link to either FACEIT itself or FACEIT Edu, the Twitch channel, to all your friends who like CSGO and have a blast watching. If you like what you see, remember to follow. Because we do have still one more day of matches. We have the grand finals next weekend in 7 days. So you guys best be prepared for that as we go back into the game. Here we go. We have a full buy coming out for Comenius. They finally decided what to do. All it took was 3 minutes.
Spexy does get that AWP out as well. Gets dropped over in the end. It's a helmetless buy pretty much for Comenius. It's just Pemi with them, but SM King, he finds that first kill. The squeaky push comes through as well as Pemi finds one. Peteroo does trade it back, but a man advantage to Comenius on this retake. And A site plants, the first we've seen, I believe, of the game so far, as Zoc. Oh, the aggression works out in his favor. He finds one. The upper Spexy's still alive. He manages to pick off Swanko. And still only a one-man advantage. Look at this push from Heaven. Roid Rage Dog catches out Zoc, and it's all down to Peteroo hiding in the smoke underneath Kevin, getting spammed out of it. Roid Rage takes him down, and there it is. Comenius, they win out that buy round.
Yeah, they got the mental reset that they needed. They take their 4th round, bringing back the lead just slightly. Pulling them into the fight, I suppose. We have another buy here coming out. Everyone has the guns that they need. Except for Strauss, who has a lowly little Mac 10. But, 10 is quite a big number. Let's see what he's able to do with it.
Yeah, it could be quite
my number theory.
With some good utility usage, it can be quite effective, but not effective. King's just going to spam the smoke outside. He finds 2 Zoc and Swanko getting dropped. Now, Peteroo does find one back, but that's still a man advantage to Comenius. And they're showing no signs of stopping. SM King, he's hungry for more. He's still spamming that smoke. And he's going to spot that shadow outside. Could be good for a 3rd. That he is. Spots the barrel on top of main as well. Peteroo finally silencing the king. Long live the king himself. As still a one-man disadvantage for ATH. This is much, much better for Comenius.
Can you jump on that door? Like, you can drop down onto the door?
I think you slide off it, but you can slow your fall with it at least.
Yeah, because that's what I just saw there. I was like, oh, that could be a pretty good spot, just stand up there.
Yeah, nice. Off angle. Oh,
see here, Heaven. Good angle there from Roid Rage. Taking out Peter, it's out to Strauss here, who I think just barely spots him. There you go. Zyred, though, is waiting in the vent for him. Strauss goes down there. Very happy with this. SM King doing incredible right there at the beginning of the round. Stopping their secret push, and then catching out Frontsider, who decided to go for a bit of a crab walk.
Yeah, a bit of an off-angle play. Didn't quite work out for him. Notably, the AWP was not reclaimed for Comenius, though. So they have to persevere without it. To be fair, they weren't getting too much value out of it, as you said.
Yeah.
And ATH are on a eco around this one, so maybe it's preferable to just have those faster firing weapons that'll tear through them pretty much just as quickly. Oh, this grenade is going to be absolutely detrimental. Oh, he finds one with it. The spray comes through, and actually a team kill as well to, relieve a little bit of money for the CT side, I guess. As it is 6-6, Comenius have clawed their way back. They've leveled up this score. And without a player being dropped in that round, does mean that they're starting to build up some bank as well.
Very, very well done on the side of Comenius. They completely shredded them. That was 20 seconds, I counted, from round start to round end.
That's a speed run. New world record for nuke ramp rushes.
All right. Roid Rage catching him out here. He almost gets out 3. Is shut down by Frontsider. This time, the rush is in their favor. They have the right guns to deal with the situation. Weren't cutting it. So, they have the B site. Frontsider is waiting a bit here to plant. Smokes are down. Expecting SM King. They are going to go towards there. SM King going through the vents. Permy, right outside, waiting.
I like this. They group up.
So, getting flash the corner. Ooh, Zoc the King. Wasn't expecting it. There's one trade. Expects to take out Strauss. Frontsider goes down, and the bomb is out in the open, ready to be defused. Permy takes it down. Sorry, Pemi.
Lead reclaimed.
7-6. Okay. ATH, this is your map pick, man. What's happening?
I think they're fairly happy with how it's gone so far. 6 rounds on the T side of Nuke. Still not out of it yet either. 2 more rounds left in this half. As Comenius, they've got their buy. They take out the up again, interestingly enough. But ATH, they're going to try and invest a little bit into it. They got a bomb plant in the previous round, so they can get 3 smokes out with those AKs. And, a Molotov and the flash here or there too. Oh, the timing from Spexy. He switches to the grenade before he can get the shot off. Does get it on the repeat, though. As Swanko caught a little bit off guard. Oh. SM King looking hungry. Does trade it out, but Hemi, he's there to find another when he closed out the previous round. Finds one there. Zoc drops on top of him, but it's going to be Frontsider to find the kill. Still a 1-man difference here. The off outside misses the shot, and Zoc is so quick. He catches Spexy. We're into a 2 versus 2 after plant. Suddenly, this is looking like a chance for ATH as Comenius try to regroup a little bit. That's a nice kill to find Zoc, getting a little bit over aggressive. The one-way smoke being thrown in heaven as well, as it's just Frontsider left. He's got a flashbang to work with and an AK. Nothing more. This is what it comes down to. He takes the fight early, but Roid Rage punishes him. And Comenius will pick themselves up in 8th round. They secure their halftime lead on the CT side. It is no longer a worst-case scenario for them.
All right, the high ground definitely working in their favor. Comenius is able to bring it back just barely. Probably going to finish this half out with a 9-6. But we don't know what's going to happen. We have a full buy here, minus maybe, was it two pieces of equipment, 3?
Yeah, peppered amongst the team. It is a good buy from ATH, as this is an opportunity for them to maybe get a 7th here. That being said, CT factor, and the off is in the hands of Comenius. They have been making it work these last couple of rounds, to be fair. Swanko, I say that, he takes it out of Spexy's hands. The blind spray, though. Heavy catches Zoc. And gets the second one as well onto Peteroo. A man advantage to Comenius as they take charge of this game all of a sudden. Looking like they might have the lead, or at least an extended lead at the end of this first half.
He's off the gun. The gun, the barrel of the gun is poking right around the boxes. Whoa, words coming out of my mouth. Roid Rage Dog. Backing down ramp. Making sure B site isn't being... Okay. Also is picked up. I don't think they're going to do much with it. Zyred getting the headshot in Frontsider. All you need to go is take that secondary, man. You have the deagle. He has all he needs right now.
He's looking fairly crispy with that AK.
They don't have the bomb, though.
Yeah, he's after dropping it. They have to reclaim it. That smoke does give him room to play with as he picks up all 3 as well. There it is. Comenius pick up that 9th round. 6 in a row, excuse me, to close out the half. They're showing some signs of life. And dare I say, life is flourishing for them.
Yeah, it definitely does find a way. And 6-9 on the scoreboard. They had to give us a treat going
Nice.
into the second half. Comenius takes the CT side, and this is a CT favored map. So the fact that they're able to push they get 6 rounds, and then they're going CT now. I think that's pretty good for them.
Yeah, they have a chance here. I believe the team names are a little bit swapped over at the moment, but it's just a bloodbath out onto the A site. The bombs dropped in the open, as it looks like ATH have that man advantage, which they so desperately need to get those early rounds. Losing its pistol round for the CT side right now would be detrimental. As Dr. King with those dual Berettas and the kit, he's got 1 kill to his name so far. He's keeping his eyes open for more. Outside lurk from Zyra Red is in a position to maybe catch ATH a little bit off guard on the site. Front sider, wary of a flank, but it's not yet coming their way. This is a really good setup from ATH to hold off this bomb. It's out in the open. They just need to watch Hut, Main, and Heaven, and just this is the perfect crossfire to do so.
Spexy is stuck in that corner. He's on 2 HP. It's not like he can afford to tank a shot to try and get a kill, a trade, because that's not happening. You know, on Heaven, Zyra, oh, he's gonna get spotted out here. His pistol's gonna peek over the corner, over the edge, and okay, a bit of strafing, and Zyra and Spexy both go down. Peter, I hate that so much. Peteroo, and Frontsider able to get their own kills. Going into round 17.
Yeah, really good game sense from Frontsider. As soon as that bomb was down on the site, he knew exactly what Comenius were going to try and do to reclaim it, and he was just trained in on Heaven like a drone, like a turret, and he manages to get the kill as well.
SM King has a scout.
Yeah, Comenius are forcing into this one. They've got the deals, SM King with the scout, and a flash to subsidize it. As he takes it outside, he gets a little bit damaged for his troubles, but either way, no kills happening just yet.
I thought Spexy was the opper. I guess scout and op not really. I don't know.
You may as well try your hand on the scout if you're feeling it.
Fair enough. They do have a bit of a lead, so they're not too terrified. Although this is a forced spy.
Yeah, I guess when you're taking out pistols, if you feel like you're better with a ranged weapon that you can afford, you may as well try it. As ATH, this is a nice bit of aggression for them. This might be a chance for Strush to get some MP9 kills, farm some kill reward. He finds 2. That's an extra 600 to, excuse me, an extra 1200 to kick things off. And MP9 not even done yet. He's found another one. Front sider towards ramp finds 1. It's all down to Penny, who has found 1 and picked up the scout, but there it is. A 4k. Excuse me, a 2k for Swanko. Strush picked up 2 as well. The MP9's reigning supreme and funding ATH's economy.
Staircase Gaming.
Exactly, yeah. With an SMG specifically.
With the MP9 specifically.
Yes, that's what the S and SMG stands for. Staircase.
Okay.
Staircase main gaming.
Okay. We go here into round 18. 8-9 ATH is able to bring back the lead a bit. Oh my god, look at this is Swonko going super aggressive here. Takes out 2. Did he get a 3rd? No, he can't. SM King shuts him down. Headshot. Picks up the M9. MP9, sorry.
Peteroo. Got a nice position outside to try and pick them off. Front sider finds 1 as well. It's all down to Spexy. He's just got a eagle. And it's pretty clean from ATH overall. Swunko does drop, but I mean, he farmed up so much money with that MP9. That was such a worthy push from him. He's sitting on 20 kills right now. He's popping off as we're all leveled up 9-9.
Yeah, very, very close. Coming in from round 19. There's both teams able to purchase what they need, except for Zoc, going to keep his MP9. It's been working with him so far, and no need to waste money.
Exactly. As an outside push coming out from Comenius again. They seem to fall back onto this one. Seems to be their go-to on the T side, though they're yet to really get anything out of it.
Yeah, it's been shut down very, very quickly every single time. As I read, Spoke's gonna clear. Will he spot? Oh, Oh, he's on the other side of the wall. Sorry. Being able to see players through the walls, it kind of throws me off, especially through the smoke. I was like, wait, he's waiting on the other side of the smoke. Why don't we see him?
This
So
is a
go.
nice spot. Speaking of staircase gaming, he's
Closes
getting
it
in
off.
for this time. He
Yeah,
might
they're
do
not
some
gonna go
chip
down
damage as
easily here.
well. Oh, that's a lovely flash.
Woo!
He
Hemi.
knew exactly what Pemi was doing, caught him in the open. And the smoke as well to stop the push from going any further, securing that man advantage. There's no trade potential there.
Yeah, Roid Rage is going to try to go for frontsider here, I'd think. Ooh,
my
okay, the
goodness.
flick. I would take it back, Roid Rage. You got it. There's some popping off suddenly.
Now
Here?
Peter Rube.
Okay. No hesitation. Season some king. Through the staircase. Swonko isn't able to kill him in time. Okay, stuck at 10 HP. They push towards this plant. Oh, there's no one there.
Really the control play. Spexy finds one, but two more players from that position. Or early one, excuse me, as one creeping around towards Toxic. HP kind of favoring ATH here. The kills need to go in their favors. Strush finds one. Zyred does trade it out. The spam coming through. He nearly finds it. Finds one onto SM King. It's all down. Did he spot him on title? I don't think he did. Zyred with the off angle catches him with the headshot as well, giving Comenius that 10th round, their first round of their T side.
6 HP. Not even a problem.
Oh, look
That
at that.
was really incredible.
Dirty flick. That's a huge round for Comenius. They need to keep that going, though. It's going to be hard to get rounds, and they need at least 5 more to try and take this to overtime. If not, close it out with 6. It's going to be a tall ask, but they can maybe make this work. As ATH, they're going to fight with everything they've got. They have the buy coming into this one. Peteroo on the off as well. This one go pushing outside. They know he's here, but he catches them just with his movement. He finds a second Pemi as well. Oh, he's playing. I don't know what he's playing right now, but he's behind them all as he's found his third. Strush catches one onto Zyro Edge as well. All down to Spexy, and it's a flawless round from ATH as they are just at the heels of Comenius on the double-digit squad.
Look at the replay here. Just they don't expect someone to be this close, right? They're looking far. He just jumps in 360.
That jump over was just so good. That's put Comenius back on square zero money-wise. They're going to have to eco this one. They might be able to buy next, but it's not looking pretty either way. They have some loss bonus accrued. They only got that 1 round win, so actually they should have a decent round next round. But either way, they're letting ATH get the lead here, and that is not what you want, especially since ATH are on the CT side.
Catch them all out here. He isn't able to kill anyone though. He's got some retreat here. Too much gun being involved, but takes out 2 just in time. Sayo Red. I like using this Guitar Hero analogy, just waiting for the head to pop past your cursor and boop, able to take out 1.
Somehow SM King's got one with the Glock as well, as that's an op and an M4 claimed for the Comenius side. They might even take this through Heaven. Zocta King gonna have to try and hold this down. The bomb is being planted. He needs to take the swing on Heaven. Oh, he loses out on the fight. It's down to the 1 versus 2. Swanko, both of these players, potentially a 1-hit if he hits them in the right place. A stomach shot onto Pemi will finish him off, but the angle from SM King is just too good and he finds the kill. Comenius, that is exactly the kind of thing they need right now. Get that eco round win, get some money into the game, and force ATH onto an eco. Although ATH, they might be able to force something together here.
Yeah, that is not a good round for ATH right there. They had everything they needed, but for some reason, Frontsider just... He let himself get overwhelmed.
To be fair, he took down 2. It's kind of the rest of the team not
finding
anyone. Oh, they're doing the outside push again, or the boost up on top of the warehouse, but Zyred, so aware of it. Twice in the 1 game. I haven't seen that done in months, and we've just seen it twice in the 1 game.
Zyred, he's watching this with a passion. True Peking is going to walk away eventually, though. They are heading towards B, it seems. But they can really go anywhere they want. It's very easy to rotate over. Between the sides. Inside, Peter. Got his op ready. Will he catch him? Is that wall penetratable?
It is, but it's a crazy shot to try and hit because the elevation angle is it's a little hard to hit ahead.
Fair enough.
Does look like Comenius are edging towards this ace site. Some Molotovs being thrown to flush people out of vents, but there's no one quite hiding.
Oh,
just
he
yet.
catches frontsider.
Nice skill out.
Barely put that him all. He takes out
two.
two.
Through the smoke. SM King catches Strush as well. Suddenly, it's just Peteroo with the op on ramp, wondering where have his brothers fallen.
Yeah, he's gonna save here. Probably the smartest decision. This op really is cursed. CT op. First it was Comenius who bought the CT op. Didn't do much for them. Now it's ATH and it's not doing much for them. Don't know how much I like op on this map. Maybe defending sites directly, like standing in a corner on a site and taking them out. But it seems like in these winding corridors, going too aggressive with this op isn't perhaps worth it. He might catch out someone here trying to go for the hunt. Not even!
Nice shot from Hemi.
Peter!
He knew exactly where he was. Really pre-fire.
Wow, that was disappointing to say the least.
As the op is actually reclaimed for Comenius. That's ATH onto another eco round. This is a tough one as well. They don't have a lot of loss bonus. They'll be looking at just over 4k next round if they want to buy. Unless they can try get some kills. Maybe save a weapon or two. Either way, it's going to be tough. They're likely looking at Comenius picking up a 13th and a 14th round here as the ramp rush comes through. It's going to be the spray down coming through.
Oh my god, almost an ace.
Huge. And the grenade to finish it off.
Yeah, why couldn't a frontsider done that last time? Jeez.
Oh.
Completely obliterates them.
It is the buy from ATH. And to be fair, not an awful one. Zoc could even get some util out here as well. Yeah, okay, so that's actually a pretty solid buy. There's no kits, but realistically, Nuke is maybe one of those few maps where you can get away without needing the full set of kits. And well, we'll see how that comes into play, as there hasn't been a lot of retake scenarios, I have to say. It's been a lot of bloodbaths getting out onto sites. Speaking of, the pacing is just not there for Comenius, and the crossfire is just way better from ATH. That's 3 kills in the blink of an eye. No trades, as they find... It's one coat
through the smoke, able to take those two.
Op reclaimed as well. If he wants it, goes for the AK instead. That's a clean round for ATH, as clean as you would like.
Yeah, I mean, that was very, very smart play, coming out and not grabbing the op, understanding that they are much, much better going for these skirmishes because, yeah, I mean, this entire map has been skirmishes after skirmishes. Using ops for pickoffs hasn't been very successful. That smoke sneak, very, very well done. And it seems like they're going to go for it again. One going up onto heaven. I think it'd be smart to literally just, because, think about it, they're going to use the, T-side is going to use the whatever names they have on the outside, just to claim stuff. Oh, okay. Round. I'll finish with my thought later, because right now we're having some aggressive plays here. Zoc the Gaming holding down the entry point, hiding behind. We have one on heaven.
Slowing things down. I like it. You know, they've got that pick. They may as well let ATH sweat it just a little bit. Nice flash out onto ramp, frontsider. He's in that off angle. He's been boosted up. They haven't played there yet either, so it might catch a player or two off guard here. Oh no, no way they're gonna get 2 kills from this exact position. They do. Oh, that's exactly where Pemmy got his first one as well.
Frontsider though, drops down, unable to get the second though. Choking at the last moment, and it's a 2v4 right now. Swonko and Peter. The bomb is on B, and Peter could get them. Oh, he runs away from the vents. Opens up the door. Knock, knock. You're dead.
Ooh. That's
Peter's
the bomb drop.
able to take out 2. Swonko is on 1 HP right now. Hemi's on 8. It's up to Peter. Peter can not get spotted. It raises him and he's down. And Peter takes it all the way, gets the headshot. Bomb gets planted for the extra cash. Boom.
That swing from Pemi was
Henry was
disgusting.
he's on 10. He was on 10K before that buy.
Yeah, they're starting to build up a little bit of money. Winning that eco round was so big for them. As they've picked up a 14th, they're edging towards that match point. ATH, they're going to force into this one. They're not going to let Comenius get the match point. It's not even that much of a force, honestly. It's actually a pretty good buy, all things considered, as this is starting to get a little bit close. Maybe we are going to see a bit of a map trade. This is not what I would have expected, having seen that first map.
Not at all. Especially for, I mean, to be fair, it might be that they really haven't even practiced this map. It's just a map that both teams haven't played, so it seems much more matched.
Yeah, it might be a lesson learned. Don't pick a map that you haven't practiced as well.
These long shots!
Oh, so much damage, but only the one kill. Zoc does manage to find Roid, Rage, Dog, but still 2 players on 10-ish hit points. Zoc with that fast is suddenly so deadly. Finds one, but he's got to be careful. Frontsider finds one more. It's just down to Zyra Red. He's found one in the 1 versus 3. 2 more to find. He has a bomb as well.
He looked away from heaven. Okay, no, he throws an 8. I thought he was just looking the other direction.
He's got to be careful of vents, though.
Peter, not looking up.
Oh, he was looking up. He just missed the shot.
Okay, sorry, it looked strange to me, but B-side, that's the plant down, and that is really not good for ATH. For such an early lead, I mean, so close getting those 2 kills.
This is such a hard retake.
You got to expect that he's there. Yes, he does. High sensitivity mouse right there. he looks all of his degrees of view and then just gets him.
All the way down to the wire. Yeah.
He's got enough time.
Plenty of time to back. He had to be quick about that. Zyred may be playing a little bit aggressive by staying towards the site. If he got through one of the doors, that could have been a very different scenario. Just bought some time. Either way, that is a 12 for ATH. They're not out of this just yet. They're determined to close this out 2-0. They've got a buy. That being said, Comenius, their money's still looking pretty good. They'll have a buy next round. Maybe not the round after, but these bomb plants are standing by them.
Very much so. We have a fan out here. Immediately rushing on to the A site, seeing if they can catch anything. We have one going to B site just in case, but they haven't breached the building yet. This first one through is SMK. No, he isn't. Okay. It's difficult to read their positionings off of the radar. Frontsider, he's looking at this this little peak angle, as I read, on the roof. Chilling. Swonko, though, he's going on the aggressive. He wants a payback for that those 2 kills he almost got that last round. Ooh, Strauss here in a beautiful position. They're just completely missing him with all this tactical. That's 5-6. They threw 6 grenades and nothing hit him.
The flank comes through as well.
It's down to Void Rage, who is completely boxed in there. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be... We're going to get a replay of that. Look at that. That's 6 nades they threw. Nothing hit him. He just popped around the corner. Hey, what's up, guys? Scarce here.
Clever. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal was. I think they just wanted to take the dry fight against them, but it didn't really work in their favor. Either way, a 13th round for ATH in a pretty clean fashion, as well as we see some AKs being taken over to the CT side. 3 in total, as Comenius, they're onto an eco round. They're not going to go for the buy this one. Oh my god, Swinko, a difference maker in that previous round. And he's got the first blood in this one, as well as Zyred sent into round number 29. However, 5 versus 4. And cold feet towards ramp. AK picked up by Pemi, but I mean, this is not a hopeful scenario as Frontsider is still alive and towards ramp. Yeah, he's switching it up, keeping it fresh. I like it. Oh, the timing is not with him though.
Molly goes out, buying himself some time for his team to rotate over, but he might be baiting them into a trap here. Peter, whiffing everything, has to jump out a window to safety. He's going to climb up here on top. Actually catches out SM King. Okay, not terrible. Spexy. Might see him here on the roof. Climbs up himself. CSGO's my favorite platformer.
Yes, it is. Of course, known for being a platformer, like chess with guns. Some say. A Spexy catches Swoonko, giving that man advantage, narrowing it down to just the one as ATH.
The bomb
They've
is
got a
down.
nice,
Where?
yeah. The bomb is an awkward position, but ATH's positions right now is very, very difficult for Comenius to try and clear. Just they have no idea where they are. They have no map control. All they have is this kind of hell and heaven area. They don't even completely have heaven. Pemi's now only just clearing it, and with 14 seconds left on the clock, they have to go away.
No one was looking at the bomb?
I'm a little bit surprised at that, to be honest. Maybe Zoc was and he just looked away for a second. That's a bit unusual. This is a chance for Comenius to somehow get around here on an eco round.
I thought that was completely unbreakable. Okay, well.
Either way, it's extra money in the bank of Comenius. And getting 3 kills as well takes some weapons out of the hands of ATH. They had 3 AKs going into that one. They're only taking a maximum of 2 out. So, I mean, not a worst case scenario for them by any stretch of the word. However, 14-14, we're down to the wire in map number 2. This is not what I expected to happen at all. This is the pick of ATH after they stole away Comenius's map themselves. This is going to be an interesting one. Both teams on a full buy, the best buys we've seen yet, honestly, with 5 defuse kits coming out. This is a chance for a 2-0 or potentially an overpass.
See here everything being throwing the kitchen sink and the entire cabinet and maybe a fridge too. Everything that they can do to solve this problem, get the 2 rounds they need to close it out. Comenius to stay in the game. We see here a really nice spread from ATH here. 2 on A site. I want to see Swoonko go for another roam here. Oh, he is. He's
They're
going
so
for it.
aware.
Well, he didn't use a smoke to extinguish it, so they don't know 100%.
True.
But they're about to find out.
Yeah.
In a very harsh way. Oh, the long shots.
That's
Will be traded
so
out for
unfortunate.
it. Tire red.
Spexy was watching for it, but just didn't go in his favor. What is this? Some Comenius have grabbed this round by the throat and just ripped it out of ATH. A 1v3 now for Frontsider. He's been a standout player for the ATH side. Let's see if he can stand up right now when it's needed. But no, the off angle from the substitute puts Comenius up on match point.
Roid rate popped off out of nowhere.
Yeah.
15-14, and we're left with a very real prospect of we might have a overtime on our hands. Just barely. It's possible here. I mean, they have MP9s. That's a lot of numbers. I mean, AK-47 is a bigger number, but
ATH, they got to be determined to try and close this one out. And overtime for them is more favorable than, taking it to overpass, especially since they're the ones that are supposed to have prepped a little bit on this map. And to be fair, they've looked fairly coherent. Comenius just playing really well, I have to say. Much better than map number 1.
Right here. I mean, they have decent control over here on Heaven. That's not Heaven, sorry, on Hut. Peter, watching the ramp. Might catch someone out here. We don't get the roam last time from Swoonko. I'm guessing they're thinking they don't have the resources to go for a trade like that. Instead, he brings Frontsider along with him. And they catch him out looking the wrong direction. Caught lacking. Ziored goes down.
Time the secret pushes caught them off guard.
And now they are in a bit of a predicament.
Yeah, man advantage to the CT side is always favorable to them. Oh, Swoonko, that's a huge kill. That player was isolated as well. There's no trade. All 3 players are stuck outside. They have to try and make something happen here with just 30 seconds on the clock. There's still a bomb control. They're going to take this towards hell. Maybe ascend up to heaven or take it down towards ramp. But with just 20 seconds, this is getting a little bit close. They're going to go up heaven. Swoonko on the site with the MP9 is watching and waiting. The Molotov comes out. He's found first. Nearly gets a second, but Pemi and SM King find a killer piece. But look at the flank. Peteroo, he's coming up right behind. He can deny this bomb time. If he can deny the bomb,
one gets the other.
Game over. Oh,
Yes,
it's
he
overtime,
can.
ladies
We
and
go
gentlemen.
into overtime. Beautiful gameplay coming out from ATH. What the heck?
That is
The MP9's
crazy.
coming in clutch.
I wonder, is this a little bit of not a triggering scenario, but maybe bringing back memories of the war for the the Comenius side of things, as they went into the crazy overtime last week on Dust 2, the 60 rounds. That's, you know, as much as I love a close game, 60 is just a little bit excessive. At that stage, would you not just move over to Overpass for the change of environment anyway?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I want to see a lot of crazy stuff happen here. We have Peteroo grabbing his op out of nowhere and cooking himself for half his life. Why?
That's so unfortunate. So there's a bug with Molotovs sometimes where Molotovs to yourself do way more damage than they should. And it seems Peteroo was the victim of that.
When you walk into it, though, like, this scoped sniper rifle doesn't have enough reach. Let me just walk a bit closer to see better. He does catch out one, though, so it isn't the worst possible. Throws the nade clip, tags Zyred and SM King. You know, so I'll go.
What an off angle, then. Never going to expect this. Oh, the trade is so quick.
Yeah, he isn't able to recenter his crosshairs in time. Oh, Sock, okay.
God. 2-tap.
Yeah, could have been a lot more aggressive from Swanko, but it seems he got too excited there.
Yeah, nice going from Peteroo, though.
Yeah.
Kind of making a not a debut appearance for the op, but the first round we've seen really where the ops played a significant part in the outcome, finding that 3k. Even, you know, if he might have burnt his toes a little bit at the start of the round. Imagine now Comenius, they have the buy, obviously. They're going to take this a little slower, maybe, because they got a little bit divided up in that previous round, and it was their detriment. Let's see if they've learned their lesson here, as they do seem more grouped up towards lobby, which is one player keeping an eye on outside from Silo.
He looked over at his teammate there for a second. I don't know. Just in case. You never know when they can turn against you.
Exactly.
He's watching this hut angle very well. Roid Rage. Oh, Swungo, he's just constantly in secret. How do they not just let someone wait there in the corner? I mean, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Oh, and they're just being punished for it. This could have been such a different round if they got that kill outside. There it is. Peteroo finds his second. The op finding 5 kills in the last 2 rounds in total. This is really solid stuff from ATH, and I have to say, a little bit sloppy from Comenius being unable to deal with secret outside. I mean, like, throw a Molotov on it, smoke it off if you don't want to deal with it, but Swunko has done the same thing every single round, and he's been rewarded for it every single round. Sure, some of the times it's come down to timing, but other times it really hasn't, and it's been a huge problem for Comenius.
Yeah, well, I think we figured out why ATH wanted to pick Nuke, because Swunko just wanted a field day going secret.
Yeah.
See here, they've gone in and rushing fast. I guess a counter to the secret strat is just run into the building as fast as possible. But Peter this time goes outside. So has to go back in. Wasn't very exciting. I think they all realize they're all inside. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Zyred does look down. Spexy gets a return kill on Peter, though. Frontsider is waiting there. Molly does go out. Can smoke him out. Gets one. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. That's 3 kills in total going to Frontsider. It's just left to Pemi. I mean, they know where the bomb is.
Yeah, rotating over. Working out.
Sheesh. Takes a seat.
There it is. Look at this. The Molotov is so well placed, he forces them to push through it, and he just got a little bit of chip damage onto them ahead of time. Enough to throw them off. That's a flawless CT side in overtime for Comenius. Or for ATH, excuse me. Comenius, they're going to need to get all 3 rounds here to take it to overtime too, if they even want to visit map number 3, if they want to think about having a finals. But realistically, the odds are stacked against them here. This is going to be rough.
Yes, it will, but we're about to see. I mean, They're rushing in through hut.
Molotov. Very nice. Hemi
Hemi
finds
takes up
2.
Can he get third?
It's a
Yes, he
third.
can.
SMG. And Spexy, it's a flawless round from Comenius. They
It's
pick
a
up a 16.
CT-sided map.
It is. I mean, it's crazy that so many
Wow.
rounds were had on T sides of this game so far, but Comenius, that's a much needed round for them. They managed to make it 16. The question is now, can they keep that going? They've got 1. They need 2 more. Off coming out on Peteroo as well on the T side. I don't think we saw an up on the T side for ATH in regulation. So it'll be interesting to see now if he switches things up. It's going to be fast forward. Squeaky. Oh, and he gets the kill onto SM King. A beautiful shot. Spexy is there to plug the hole, but he's got to watch outside as well. We see someone already down secret from the wall of smokes. ATH looks so much more coordinated in overtime than they did in the first half. Spexy does catch frontsider, evening out the numbers, but map control heavily in favor of ATH.
If they can close this out now, that's going to be great for them. Swanko and Zyrad, this is the test of patience of the century.
It is.
Swanko, will this go for him? He throws out the flash. Oh, catches him!
Oh, beautiful flash. The shoulder peek as well to keep him looking at it while the flash pops out. Not frontsider, excuse me. Royd does a bit of damage, but doesn't quite find the kill just yet. Does get it on the repeat. The ramp swings. Stroosh catches Penny. This is so down to the wire. A 1-man advantage to ATH with time on the clock for them to take it wherever they really want here. Oh, Petru. Spexy's behind him. This could be really, really rough.
Does he grab out the knife?
Here. No.
No. Oh my god!
He checks the angle. This could be it. It's all down to the substitute Roid Rage Dog in the 1 versus 3. 30 seconds on the clock as the bomb goes down. Oh, this could be huge.
Oh, you cannot be happy with Spexy right there.
Oh,
that's it?
That is it. That's a horrible way to lose it out. And the thing is, Spexy, he didn't necessarily do anything wrong. He was watching the angle. He was going for the trigger discipline. They had the man disadvantage. He just wanted to play the patience game, find another player while behind that first one. And unfortunately for him, Peteroo was just that little bit faster.
What the hell was that?
It was a crazy series.
Oh my god. No overpass map 3, but that was what a freaking way to close it out at the end.
Yeah, and I have to say, the ops were very, very quiet in regulation, but as soon as Peteroo took it out in that overtime, I think he got 8, maybe 9 kills in those 4 rounds we saw.
I don't know why he just didn't pick it up earlier.
I think he did once or twice, and he took it towards ramp, and Comenius just never went ramp. That was the thing. Whenever he had the op, they just never gave him a chance to shine. And, well, in the end, when he finally got that opportunity, he did not fall short of the mark.
Opportunity.
Oh,
I am terrible. I know. Oh, sorry. But yeah, we saw the incredible plays coming out from Stroosh. There, going for those roaming. What do you call him, Stroosh?
Let me get the exact pronunciation.
Strauss.
Stroosh. According to the pronunciation thing, it faces it's Stroosh, yeah.
Where? Maybe I'm bad at words. My apologies, Stroosh. I don't know. Anyway, Stroosh, fantastic play there. Every single time they somehow didn't expect it, but it was entirely obvious. Round after round, going on to secret, catching them out, stopping all of their plays in their tracks. They needed Zyrad right there. Zyrad was needed in so many of those plays. 1, 2, 3, round after round, able to cut them off entirely, and it is absurd. They did molly the stairs once, and all he needed to do was wait, and then he got a kill.
Yeah, and
he never gets. He only got punished twice for it.
Yeah, those kind of nuts. That was Swanko, and he finished the game with 37 kills in an absolute blinder of a match. Zyrad over on the Comenius side, he was on 31. He wasn't that far behind, with 24 of them being headshots. 77% headshots is pretty solid stuff. Just consistently finding a kill or 2 every round because he only had 2 multi-kills in total. He was pulling Comenius as far as they could go, but unfortunately, this is the end of the line in this tournament for them, as ATH are through to the very first, like, inaugural, as we were saying, grand finals.
It is. It was just an incredible display, and ATH, they were definitely tested in that second game, in that second map, but able to bring it out. And I don't know who's going to win the next game, between the Turks and the Russians, but they've got to be excited, whoever they're
For
playing,
sure.
because ATH definitely have what it takes to win this.
That they do. As we saw right there, playing on a map that they maybe didn't have as much practice on as their opponents, or as much practice on as other maps in their repertoire, they were able to close it out. And to be fair, I mean, there wasn't really much to pick apart. Both teams played it really, really solid. The main deciding factor in the difference was, I think, Comenius' inability to deal with those secret push from Swanko, as he was just outside. He was a bit of a demon, shall we say.
Swanko, not Strauss. I'm so terribly sorry. S's and U's and O's, they're all the same. It melds together. I have the stats out right now, and everyone, you can see the stats if you go to FACEIT.com, and you can find the tournament under the FACEIT Collegiate CSGO EU. I'll give you the full title of the tournament: CSGO FACEIT Collegiate CSGO EU Championship. If you go to FACEIT.com, which you should be right now, the best place to play CSGO tournaments, best servers around. You will be able to see all the information on these maps. And wow, it's incredible. We did have that one Zyred pentakill on the pistol round.
Oh yeah, the ace coming out to kick things off. That was I think it was a bit of a jump start to the Comenius side of things, right? Because they really got the ball rolling for a couple of rounds there at that stage.
Really, really well done. I'm at a loss of words. I really would have liked to see Overpass coming out in the end, but it never did, which sucks.
Yeah, it'd be that
Okay.
way.
Yeah, we have an interview ready for you. We're going to be talking to Comenius Esports to see what's up. Oh, no Slovakian. Oh, ATH. Our apologies. No Slovakian interview. It may be another Greek situation.
Well, I believe the interviewee for the Slovakian side was unfortunately the one who got banned.
Oh, oops. Anyway, let's talk to ATH. Let's see what's going on behind the moves, between the eyes, in the ears. I don't know how the saying goes. Let's see the brain power. Let's see what they're up to. Hello, ATH.
Hello, hello.
What's up, man? How are you?
A bit shaky right now. My hands are shaking, but I'm feeling so great. We won, and we are in the final, so
Yeah.
we are the happiest right now.
You have secured yourself top 2.
Exactly. So money, 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 and we will fight for the title.
Absolutely. And hey, you might make it, because that was some very, very impressive gaming you guys did. Now, first question I wanted to ask: why nuke?
We saw that the Comenius Esport didn't play nuke at all, and we felt a bit not so much comfortable with the nuke, but we knew if they didn't play that, we can win that, and they show us we were in wrong. Like, oh, okay, yeah. So we pick nuke. We were not that sure, but they show us we are not that so good at the nuke. They grab some rounds on the city side, and in the T side, it's always hard to get a rounds as a T side on nuke. But we made a comeback. So in the overtime, we felt like if we go to the overtime, we gonna win the nuke.
And hey, you guys did win overtime, so exactly as you
Exactly,
predicted.
exactly.
Did
So how confident were you guys going into to that map? Were you did you think you guys had a good chance of winning it out, or were you a little bit 50-50?
About the match, uh, we played the second Slovakian team last week, and we felt like the Teddy Bears, the team from the last week, was like 2 levels above them, but they show us wrong. Uh, I don't want to be cocky, but we felt like we have to win this match. It's like we usually just crush teams like them,
Mm.
but to be honest, like we were scared of vertigo. Like we before the match, we played like the face it normal, and we played against like 5 random guys, and they crush us on vertigo. And it was like, uh-oh, so vertigo is lost, no chance to win. And on the other maps we're gonna win, but like it was, I don't know, 16-3, 16-4.
Yeah,
16-3.
16-3.
Yeah, so we like, oh my god, we can play vertigo. It's very good. But uh, from the start, when the bracket came, like when we saw the Greeks, the Russian, the St. Petersburg, and the Turkey, I mean, are on the opposite side of the bracket. Is like, if we win the teddy bears, it's a highway to final. And it wasn't just a highway for us, it wasn't that easy, but we are in the final. So yeah, we are happy, and we're gonna fight.
Yeah, well, fight you did, and you won the fight. So,
Exactly.
very, very well done. Very impressive. What would you like to have gone to the overpass? Like, how prepared were you for an overpass decider?
Overpass is like the second best hour map, so
Uh-huh.
so we felt comfortable with that. We were afraid, about vertigo and dust. We do not like the dust map. It's it's basics on the ops, and we just Raw playing the op. Sometimes Swanko took op, but it's not like we have the sniper in the team. It depends like how you feel and who's gonna pick up the op. And if they pick some ops on the dust on city side, it's hard to do something. And uh, we were scared, and it was like something new for us, the vertigo pick. I was sure like it's gonna be like overpass, ancient, or dust, and they pick vertigo, and they lost. So
Yeah, I had pretty much the exact same prediction going into it. When I saw Nuke, I was amazed. Did you guys notice any weaknesses in yourselves that you're going to be working on moving into the finals? That maybe something didn't go as well that you need a little bit more practice on.
yes, the biggest problem of our team is like the Swanko, Pitero, and Frontsider. They have their own teams. They are playing in the one of the best teams in Poland. So there is no space for training with the academic team.
Hmm.
And it's the problem because it's hard to find the time to prepare the maps. And it's the biggest problem. But the communication between us is at the great level. If we focus, if we do not make joke on TeamSpeak, we can win with everybody. But also the problem is we can lose like to everybody, and we have to fix some, I don't know, like prepare the T side, especially because I've watched the broadcast of the Wheel of Gaming, so the Greek versus Russian, and they are very good in the basics. So playing just to go like Swanko go kill, or Frontsider go kill, is not gonna work. They are the, I think, the the most complete team here in the tournament. So it's gonna be tough, because I think like the Russian will gonna take the second semifinal.
You think so? Interesting.
Yeah. I felt like the Russians, the St. Petersburg, the Greek, the Turkish, and us was like the best four teams in the bracket. And they were on the opposite side of the bracket, and we were happy about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Good luck then going into the finals. I did want to ask one more question before we go. On Nuke, how did Swanko feel being able to get all those easy secret kills and they just never punished him for it?
The Swanko player is, when you die, is just a great feeling to watch his POV. Like, he's the most complete player I've ever played. It's a pleasure to got him in the team. He's the one of the best players in Poland. Like, he could play like in every team in Poland. It's
Wholesome.
my opinion. And if he is like feeling great in match, like, he can do amazing stuff, and it's lucky to have him in the team.
Well, that's very, very sweet to hear. I'm glad you guys are good friends and working together. And
Exactly.
hey, maybe you guys can be the best collegiate team in Europe if you guys do win this finals.
Yeah, I'm gonna for that. I want that. We want to win. It's gonna be tough, but I think we can made it. It's not like we are in the favorites, but it's a CS:GO. Everything can happen.
Anything can work. Absolutely. Thank you very much for playing and coming to this interview. Have a
And
yeah. Go
see
ahead.
you next week. See you next week.
See
Yeah.
you
See you
next
next
week.
week. Absolutely. Good luck and have fun.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye. What a wholesome, sweet lad.
I love a team leader who builds up their players like that. I myself am now
Absolutely.
a #1 fan of Swanko thanks to him.
I mean, I'm still a fan of I forget Sui, the Turkish guy. He was very sweet.
Oh, he was lovely. Yeah. We'll see
Absolutely.
more of them later on today. I'm excited for that one.
Yes, we will.
It seems everyone's hyping up these the Turkish and the Russian team, and to see them
Yeah.
pit against each other as early as the semifinals is exciting content.
Well, we weren't able to see much of the Turkish team last time because of the timings with the matches.
Yes,
But
they
what we were able to see of them, they were pretty damn good. So I too will be excited to see how they perform against the Russian team, St. Petersburg.
yeah, let's hope they didn't get too used to that pace of what was it, 16-1 and 16-4 or something like that last week we
Something
saw them go.
absurd.
Yeah,
Something
so
absurd.
maybe the Russians will give them a run for their money, as it should be a very, very close game.
Yes, it will. But that is it for now. The next game is at 2 p.m. GMT. No, in about an hour and a half. If I have the timings right. Yes, I do. So, yeah, everyone in chat, I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. Take a break, eat lunch or breakfast wherever you are, and make sure to enjoy yourself. My name is Benjamin the Benjameister, and I have been here with Evan. And thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys in an hour and a half for the next round.